Show started. It looks like we got some Samjo is what we call him, Mr. Samjo coming down here, mic in hand, and he, I don't even know what to call it, reignited his feud with Seth Rollins. I mean, was it really over? We don't even know what to think, but let's listen to what he has to say inside the ring. I hope everyone here tonight and watching at home is paying attention, because I'm about to teach all of you a lesson in humility. I know that it might be complicated for most of the boys in the back, but that's okay. I'll speak slowly. And now a little bird informed me there are some people who have a problem with what I done last week. And I'm here to tell you to deal with it. Me, Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke, we had ourselves a little problem to begin this year. But Seth Rollins seems to think he's better than me. Seth Rollins seems to think he can get the upper hand on the Destroyer. And I'm here to tell everyone and show everyone that that is not going to happen. Not on my show. So whatever you guys out back think, however you feel, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, me and Seth Rollins have business to tend to, and I'm just out here to let everybody know that it is not over until I say it's over. Because you know what? Seth seems to have misunderstood what I may have said. I never told Seth I was gonna beat him. I told Seth I was gonna break him. I'm gonna break every bone in his body until he can barely breathe and he begs for me to stop. And right now, me and Seth are not done because Seth is not broken. But now finally the best part of my night, getting out of this dump. No, seriously, the food is mediocre, the people are mediocre, this city shouldn't even exist. Oh wow, Seth Rollins, no sorry, not Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe called it out Seth Rollins. Telling him that he is far from finished, and I guess we knew that because Samoa Joe went for Seth Rollins last week, so I mean, it was kind of, we already knew that, Joe, but I ain't mad. Look, I ain't mad. Chill. Just go backstage, chill out a little bit, and we actually have Seth Rollins in action later on tonight, so I mean, will Joe be back? We don't know. And we do have news regarding what went down last week between AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. We sat down for a while trying to figure out the best course of action, and we have decided that these two will embark in a best of 5 series for the WWE Championship. And the best part is, it starts tonight in the main event. Now it's time for us to get into some of these Money in the Bank qualifiers. And we have 2 superstars recently acquired by Smackdown Live. Yo, something you didn't even know about that. But Bobby Roode obviously has made his return to Smackdown Live real soon. But the next superstar is someone who you might not know has joined Smackdown Live. It may come as a little bit of a surprise. But 2 of these superstars going straight into Money in the Bank qualifiers. I got the lyrics wrong already. My bad. Let me just let him do his thing. Let the crowd sing along, right? My man's robe is just so You know what? That's disrespectful. It's so glorious. I can't say excellent. You know, excellent is the thing on the channel, but we have to switch it up. Wow! Look at it. It's so damn clean. So clean. Yo, man, the entrance is just too nice. The theme song is too nice. It's just, it feels so good to have the glorious one back on Smackdown Live. It really does. And will he go to Money in the Bank to compete in that ladder match for the briefcase and the chance to become the WWE champion anytime in the future? I mean, you get that briefcase and it means so much. It is huge. Get that briefcase. Opportunity to cash it in anytime, anywhere. You know, it's massive. Any night you want after a match. For the second compare of this match, Mr. Breeze is gonna face off against Bobby Roode. Listen to the beat. Your sunglasses, killing it. When you look at me, they are so gorgeous, they'll set you free. Could it be my walk? Oh my god. This man is so extravagant, I love it. Super good looking, every place. Everyone loves this gorgeous face. I just can't believe that this man is a WWE superstar. Like, his attitude and the theme song is just like, you're a wrestler? Like, he's talking some crazy shit. But Tyler Breeze, it is true, has returned to Smackdown Live. Had an amazing time with us in Season 1, but was drafted to NXT at the beginning of the series. And the team that was Mizamoto was split up. He was drafted into Breezango. Fandango came to recruit him back. He said, you know what, let's bring this team back together. Tyler Breeze was all up for it. They did just come off of a tag team championship match, which unfortunately for Breeze, he didn't win, but I guess it was up for us because he ended up wanting to return to Smackdown Live, and we're giving him a reward for doing that, coming back to the winning team. I see again, just like Bobby Roode, has a chance to go into this Money in the Bank ladder match for an opportunity to get that briefcase. That briefcase is possibly one of the best things you could win being a WWE superstar, man. I mean, it's possibly the best opportunity you could ever have to win the WWE Championship. Think about the ramifications. Like, you could cash in the championship. Like AJ Styles, for example, lost. I was saying, like, you look at AJ Styles last year, for example, and look at where he is now, and that's all come from the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like, he cashed it in after the Elimination Chamber match, where Dolph Ziggler had been through an absolute war through that match, especially towards the end with Randy Orton. If you remember that Elimination Chamber match was absolutely something crazy. It was just brilliant. And Dolph Ziggler came out the winner, but he was absolutely sacked of any strength, any energy. AJ Styles cashed it in. It ended up being a pretty easy victory for Styles. You know, that's what you get when you get a briefcase. The opportunity to become champion in some of the easiest of circumstances. But which of these superstars will gain that opportunity here tonight? Tyler Breeze off of that middle rope will be the biggest victory of Tyler Breeze's career, really. I mean, definitely the biggest victory of his singles career. Getting into that Money in the Bank ladder match, and again, winning that ladder match would be even bigger. Bobby Roode going for a suplex. Tyler Breeze almost worked his way out of it, but couldn't exactly do that. Tyler Breeze getting straight back up though, and sending Bobby Roode over that top rope, raping him over the middle one. It looks like he's gonna go for a neck break run. The glorious one versus the beautiful one, I guess. Tyler Breeze, he's just, I mean, it just feels right for him to be here on SmackDown. Like, same goes for Bobby Roode, man. It just wasn't loved over there on NXT. I mean, NXT, that side of the universe, they are not good at drafts, man. They just ain't. Like, my man he basically sacrificed his first pick. Like, he got nothing for his first pick now. Like, he picked Bobby Roode, and he doesn't have Bobby Roode anymore. And the same thing happened last series. He picked Finn Balor #1, and Finn Balor ended up on SmackDown Live. You know, it's kind of weird. I find I don't know, like, wasted his first pick 2 years in a row. But I mean, we've got the better of both drafts. I think it's clear we've ended up with the best roster. That's pretty undoubtable that our roster is the strongest here. It's uncompetitive, really. Here we go, Tyler Breeze lifting up Finn Balor and going for that super kick early to the mouth of the Glorious One. Is Tyler Breeze going to Money in the Bank? Grabs hold of Bobby Roode in prettier, connects, rolls over the Glorious One, hooks the leg, referees in place, 1, 2, oh, shoulder up from Bobby Roode. Tyler Breeze so close to getting all the way to the Money in the Bank ladder match and wastes no time getting back on offense as he starts to choke the life out of Bobby Roode. And Bobby Roode starting to fight back with a lariat. Absolutely decapitating clothesline from Bobby Roode right there. Disgusting. Almost took his whole head off with that one. Slamming him back of his head onto the canvas. There we go, Bobby Roode up to the middle. Broke this time, a knee drop to the face. That's dangerous. Absolutely dangerous right there. From that high, a knee coming down in your face. Surprised they didn't bust Tyler Breeze open. Cover from the Glorious One. Former United States champion we have right here. Had an amazing run in season 1, bars. Victory at WrestleMania 1 also. I mean, there's only a few people on both rosters who can actually say they marked themselves into history. Got a victory at WrestleMania 1. If you missed WrestleMania 1, go back and check that. Brilliant show, some amazing matches. And I mean, AJ Styles again being able to say he got a victory at the first WrestleMania. I don't know what Bobby Roode did. He just did, mocking Triple H. I mean, y'all remember season 1, he had himself a little rivalry with Triple H. A friendship turned to a rivalry. And maybe Bobby Roode's still not over that because he's starting to mock the game right there. Hitting a spine buster, Bobby Roode. Punching Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze sending the Glorious One into the corner now. Following up, sending Bobby Roode up to the top rope. Punted top shelf. Tyler Breeze again looks like he's going to go for that Hurricane Rana. Dropping Bobby Roode down off that top rope and now hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out again from Bobby Roode. Both guys determined to get themselves a spot in that ladder match. Bobby Roode getting out of the way of that one. Bobby Roode was going for it there, but Tyler Breeze is just a little too quick for him. And that is an advantage that Tyler Breeze is going to have over Bobby Roode throughout this entire match. A speed advantage. Oh, wearing him down. Look at Tyler Breeze, the aggression. Maybe he must be here to make a point. I mean, he's always been known in that tag team division, but singles career never really taken off. And this is a chance for him to make that happen. We've got some brilliant matches on the card today, and this is turning out to just be one of them competitive matches. Of course, main event of the night. Tyler Breeze coming off the rope. Main event of the night. Match 1 in this best of 5 series. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho WWE Championship. Super kick. Tyler Breeze goes straight into the cover. This might be it. 1, 2. Oh, Bobby Roode gets the shoulder up again. Woo! I thought that was enough to end it, but Tyler Breeze, this is surely going to be enough to end it. I completely forgot the super kick's not even his finisher. Gets in place. I am prettier. Tyler Breeze rolls him over, hooks the leg. That is gonna be it. 1, 2. Oh, Bobby Roode kicks out again. Oh, Tyler Breeze is not happy. Tyler Breeze is not happy. Not happy at all. What's it gonna take to put Bobby Roode away? Is surely what Tyler Breeze is thinking. And now Bobby Roode fighting back again with a shoulder tackle. Going for a cover of his own. 1. And a kick out early from Tyler Breeze. Making his re-debut. First appearance here on Smackdown Live, I guess. Let's just call it his debut. Here on Smackdown Live. Driven into the turnbuckle. Power slam down from Bobby Roode. You could almost feel the pain. Tyler Breeze is in as Bobby Roode comes off of the rope, misses. Tyler Breeze is not there to be hit. Oh, Bobby Roode out the way and a Russian leg sweep right there. Is that a Russian leg sweep or STO? I can't remember the difference. No, that's not a Russian leg sweep. My bad. That's an STO. Running STO. Bobby Roode now connecting on Tyler Breeze. 1. Is this going to be enough? 2. Tyler Breeze kicking out of that one from Bobby Roode. Ooh, we're going to see some real competitive matches in these coming weeks as we try and decide who's going to make their way to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Ooh, this is just a preview. Obviously, we got the first one. We saw the Baron Corbin and Rob Van Dam going at the first qualifier, but it did not end as expected as Bray Wyatt interfered. Both of those men are in action in separate matches this week. But, I mean, we don't know how it's going to play out. We have only... Wait a minute! Glorious! The glorious DDT! Bobby Roode's turn to flip over and hook the leg now. Referee went on a marathon right there. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode walks out with a victory over Tyler Breeze in a well-fought match. And Bobby Roode is the first Smackdown Live superstar to book himself a place, as I think books himself a place in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So far we have Bobby Roode and Cassius Ohno from NXT in that match. We'll have to wait and see if another man has qualified. Obviously, recording this before I see NXT, so I don't know if anyone else qualified, but they probably have. Bobby Roode picking up a victory here on Smackdown Live, his first since returning. And as I was saying, Rob Van Dam is going to be in the next Money in the Bank qualifier match at the end of this show, facing off against someone who he's had problems with. And we're going to try and squash that beef between Rob Van Dam and Dean Ambrose as they are in a Money in the Bank qualifier match. One of them will have opportunity to get into that match. Baron Corbin will get his opportunity, but that is not the match he is in tonight. He will be facing off against Seth Rollins. Make sure you guys go over there and do me a favor. Check out NXT from last night. Make sure you don't miss it. Co-op Universal. It is part of this series. You don't want to miss it. I mean, if you haven't been watching NXT, you are missing a huge chunk of My Universe mode. Like, it's joined. It's all one series. So make sure you check it out. They got some superstars who used to be on SmackDown Live. They got some superstars who stolen and, it is what it is. But they got some top guys over there. Guys like Cesaro. They got guys like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black. They got teams like Sanity over there. So make sure you go over and check out NXT and see what's going on over there. Because, of course, Money in the Bank is coming up. And it is a joint pay-per-view. So go and see who they got going to Money in the Bank. Oh my God, it's happening again. It's happening. Oh my. We had Seth Rollins ready to face off against Baron. No, Samoa Joe is a beast. So how are you going to manhandle Baron Corbin like that? Oh my God. We're seeing Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins again. Nobody, bruh. Oh my God. Seth Rollins is maybe not. I was going to say taking the fight. They're going at it inside the ring. I guess we're doing this again. We're doing this again. Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe. One more time in the ring. Samoa Joe got the better of Seth. Look.
It looks like we're ready to do battle here.
Samoa Joe is not letting Seth Rollins get away, bro. Seth Rollins drawing Samoa Joe outside the ring, playing the mind game. The architect. That's what he is. Seth Rollins slamming Samoa Joe's face first off of the corner post. Seth Rollins is angry. He is angry. He is not happy with Samoa Joe as he sends him off the ring post again. Seth Rollins has a real gripe to pick with Samoa Joe. And I thought he was going to go off the ring post again. Now, we saw this last week. What's happening? Because the referee rang some sort of bell. But look, he's just chilling outside the ring. Like, what? He wasn't counting while he was... Schoolboy super kick! What? So Seth Rollins is lining it up. Samoa Joe is taking a while to get to his feet. It's going to be the Kingslayer knee. Seth Rollins has taken Samoa Joe down. Oh, he's going crazy. Oh, he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself. Woo! That's what happens, bruh. At some point, You push too far, Samoa Joe. At some point, you push too far. And now we have some tag team action coming. Get ready for it. And look at this. We got some Davidsons coming over here, baby. We got some Davidsons. We got some Davidsons in the tag team division. The Rock and Roll Express coming down here. Padding our tag team division. Getting some more competitors up in here. Making it more challenging for anybody who wants to get themselves a victory. But here they are. The Rock and Roll Express. Coming down here, they are the newest members of Smackdown Live. Whoa, look at it! Oh, I can't! My man came out here doing the maddest, he's doing the damn room with his legs. And they're going up against the Usos. But this beat is cold, man. Someone needs to hit up Lil Wayne and get him spit some bars over this beat. Coming out talking about some my bad. No, but you came out in shorts though? No, so you came out in shorts? That's what we do? Is that what he was wearing last time they came? Shorts? It's like that? I didn't even know it was like that. Shorts, fam. But the Usos coming out. We need to find some the next challengers for the tag team championships. Obviously the Revival are the current champions. This is not a #1 contenders match, but we are in the process of finding those out. So obviously power rankings are in effect as usual. And the Usos are ready to face off against the newest members to the tag team division, the Rock and Roll Express. They look so damn old, fam. They just look like they're out of the 80s. Look at them. Look at their hair. They come out with mullets. My man's got a hairy ass chest. It's just, it's kind of mad. It's so mad. I don't know which one's which. I'm not gonna lie. I think this one in the ring is Morton. I don't even know the other dude's name, to be honest with you. But they're off to a good start right now. It says roll on his shorts. They really must like rock and roll, cause they named their whole team after rock and roll. They coming out here, I mean, they're gonna be... Bruh, the match has just started, and look at Mr. Uso. He's out from that punch. Ooh! Oh my god, that's different. That's different. That is different on whole new... My man just done a reverse elbow drop to the leg. To the leg. That's the type of move that you would see in the old wrestling games where moves just didn't connect properly, and you end up elbowing someone's leg. Oh my god. Mr. Uso, though, not getting off to a great... Do not go for that hot tag, bro. The match just started. You don't want to look... You do not want to come off looking bad like that. Are the Rock and Roll Express going to get a victory in their first match on Smackdown Live? It's very possible. It's very possible. They're no pushovers. They're no pushovers. They have a high arse rating in this game. So don't roll them out. I think they're rated higher than... My man jumped right past Mr. Morton. And Oos is in the ring. What a move right there. Followed up by a forearm. And a following forearm from Mr. Uso. Down since day 1-ish. These guys out here. We're off to a really good start, but I mean the tides have turned out a little bit, but now the Usos have used their hot tag, so that ain't there no more. The Us tagged in Us, and it's a DDT, just like, I mean, that looked just like the Rock's DDT. I mean, we saw the Rock go over to NXT, so I mean, best of luck to the Rock. He didn't do it over here on SmackDown Live. We gave him plenty of opportunities, and he just wasn't cutting it. Went down to Impact, wasn't cutting it. So maybe we'll see if at NXT he can have a better time of his career, you know. Tides have really turned in this match, though. It's the Rock. My man faked the punch, and now Rock and Roll Express is going. We saw it. Oh, you missed. Super kick to the back of the head. You came in the ring, you missed and got super kicked. How's it feel? Why you gotta be so rude? My man got super kicked all up in the shoulder / back of the neck. And your hot tag just did not work. Man's going for the Rikishi driver. Woo! Rikishi driver / big ending. That's pretty much the same move, right? No? No, I'm wrong. My bad. My bad. Followed by these dudes just got all the Samoan moves, bruh. They just got all the Samoan moves. Samoan drop, they got the Rocks DDT, they got the Rikishi driver, they got the hip attack and shit. They are Samoan down to a T. Right hand from Mr. Uso. I really need to figure out these guys' names, like which one's which. Which is the one? It's so much easier this year, and I've just not been involved in it. Like, who's the one with the game roast? That's what you gotta do. Who's the one that wears shorts? Sent into the corner, whoever it is. And the Rock and Roll Express is looking to get moving again as they're gonna go very old school, very old school in the moveset. They haven't hit the 21st century with the moves yet. Ooh, drop kick from him. That can't be a signature. Are we gonna have to release these guys already? That can't. It's just a drop kick, just some. It was a nice drop kick. I'm not gonna lie, but and then a DDT to finish it. That's anticlimactic. That's anticlimactic. Shows it up. Thank you. I don't want them to win anymore. I do not want them to win anymore. That was so. You can't end a match like that. That's disrespectful to us. I mean, you know what? Our fans are enjoying it. They're enjoying. Super kick! Oh Lord! You rode him into the corner though. That's a rope break, baby. No, it's not. 2. Oh, shoulder up. That's super kick though. That's super kick though. Oh Lord. It was almost a wrap for you, bro. Uso number 2 is in the ring, following up with a forearm to the face. You need to get that tag, fam, because they're going top rope, and I'm sensing a splash. Let's see. Oh, better than that, and straight for the cover. 1, 2, broken up by Mr. Morton. And Uso is not having any of that. He's taking him out, and he's going for a roll. Snapmare follows up. Usos are up and going now. Who's gonna face the Revival and Money in the Bank for the Tag Team Championships? We do not know just yet. It's only a matter of time before we find out. Like I said, this is not #1 contenders match, but we will most likely have one next week and see who's gonna face off against the Revival, who've been looking strong since WrestleMania, since winning their championships. Uso in and out, out and in the ring, trying to get the better of his opponent, and completely just no-sold that move and slamming him down onto the canvas. No-sold the move. What are you going for here? It sounds like what I've never seen. Ooh, you know what? I don't know. I mean, the arm is in an awkward predicament, but I don't know just how much that would actually hurt. But the submission is locked in, and no one is coming to help his man, fam. No one coming to help his man, but his knee. Nah, that knee right there was all kinds of. The spine was bent and all kinds of madness. Uso goes. Oh, he's going for that tag. Smart decision, because he took a whole load of whooping right there. Action continues inside the ring. Atomic drop right there. And Uso felt that. He felt that. And Morton thinks that's enough to get the cover off him. 1, 2. Kick out from Uso. We got a whole load of matches in this episode set up. Like, I think this might be one of the longest episodes of Smackdown Live we have done to date. Because we got a whole card set and ready to go. Left hand from Uso. Send him into the corner. He got something set up. It's gonna be that Uso splash. Slams him down. And look at him. The theatricality. Uso splash connects, but we think that pin is gonna get broken up. That's what I think. 1. Yeah, it is. 2. And it is broken up. Because Uso, for whatever reason, just didn't want to get in the ring and help. And look at the backflip. He missed again. No, it's this same guy keeps missing. It's that move. Why do so? My man put off a neck breaker and is all kinds of tired in the ring right now. Interesting predicament we are in. Interesting situation. Of course, do not forget, main event tonight. Match 1 in a best of 5 series. That WWE Championship is on the line. Of course, let me explain it. It's going to be the first 2-3 who wins the championship. The first match, the championship will not change hands. But after the first man gets to 3 wins, whoever is first to 3 will be the WWE Championship. So the championship will not change hands tonight with Chris Jericho win, nor will it change hands with his next second win if he gets one. But it will only change hands or be defended when the first superstar reaches 3 wins in this best of 5 series. And the Rock and Roll Express is up and running with a swinging neck breaker. That shouldn't be your finisher though. Come on, kick out. Kick out, because that shouldn't be your finisher, man. 1, 2, 3! The Rock and Roll Express win out! You won with a neck breaker! I'm done! I'm done! My man won with a drop kick and then a neck breaker. And this dude's finisher was just a DDT. It's a nice drop kick, I ain't gonna lie. But boy, no, my man, it's just a DDT. It's not even like a snap DDT. A man got super kick. The Usos lost to the Rock and Roll Express to pick up a win on their debuts. I wouldn't say it's enough to get them a title shot, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give them a chance to earn a title shot next week on Smackdown Live. Rock and Roll Express. Man, high five. I don't even like them anymore. They got neck breakers for finishes and they high five after the injury. That's something else, man. Alright, so excuse me. Dolph Ziggler is here to make his appearance on Smackdown Live with his new European Championship. I don't know how he just span it around and it ended up inside his jacket. He is an absolute magician. We already knew that though. Dolph Ziggler is someone special. And he is back. Another one who's back where he belongs. Drafted to NXT after having an outstanding year on SmackDown Live in Season 1. They drafted him and now they've let him go. Dolph Ziggler is here on SmackDown Live. And he's brought us a little present with him. And the crowd seem happy to see old Dolph back here in the ring where he belongs. Wow. The championship is here on SmackDown Live, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the show off is back. And boy, do I have something to show off today. Not only am I back, I've brought you guys, each and every one of you SmackDown Live faithful fans, I've brought you a little present. This European Championship I'm carrying with me. This belongs to us right now. I mean, the biggest mistake you can make in a war is waiting to be hit first. I never wait, I always swing first. That's why you all hate me. And I've knocked down every single one of your idols. I took it to NXT and I knocked down their idols too. Aleister Black, he was supposed to be somewhat of a cult figure. And now, he's empty-handed. I'm here to let everyone on SmackDown Live know that I'm back. Not only am I back, but I'm keeping this European Championship with me. And am I gonna go back to NXT to defend it? Hell no. Hell no. If they want their championship back, this is a challenge. Anybody who needs that can come over here. If you need it, I got it. And I'm here on SmackDown Live to take on anybody. Anybody backstage here in this roster, come down here and take it from me. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to wait. If you want it, come down here right now and challenge me for this belt. I'm taking on all comers and I'm ready right this second. So bring it on. Oh my, look who is coming down to... This ain't even your theme song though. Let's skip it. Get him down to the ring. Whose theme is that? Dolph, you know how much I love you inside and outside the ring. You're one of my best and favorite superstars on this roster. And that's why I tried so hard to get you back here on SmackDown Live. But regarding that European Championship, I can't let you challenge anybody right now. Until we know exactly what's happening with that belt, until we know the legal issues in terms of having that thing here, it belongs to NXT as far as everybody's concerned. We can't let you walk around defending that belt inside and outside whenever you want, however you see fit. But since you seem so eager to get inside this SmackDown Live ring, run these ropes again, we're going to give you a match. Not this week, but next week. And I've just had a great idea. Now that since we have so many championships on this show right now as it stands, how about we find out who the best champion is? Of course, AJ Styles is all wrapped up with his business. But how about next week? We have Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor versus Jeff Hardy. Our 3 singles champions going head to head in a triple threat match just for fun. Just to see who the best champion on the show between you is. Rick, I don't see that we have any need to have that match. We already know who the best on this show is. Hell, we know who the best on the whole roster is. We know who the best here is. We know who the best on Impact would be if I was there. And we know who the best on NXT was. But you know what? I have no problem proving my theories. I'll be there next week. And I'm going to pin Finn Balor again. I've done it before. And Jeff Hardy, I've heard a lot about him. But I'm ready to take him off of his throne too. And Dolph Ziggler, I mean, I don't know what to call it. Our European champion, are we keeping the belt? We don't know what's happening. But we have a match set for next week, I guess. And now it is time for the second Money in the Bank qualifier of the night. Obviously, Rob Van Dam and Dean Ambrose, I did mention, are going to go head to head. Now this started, Rob Van Dam beat Dean Ambrose in a one-on-one matchup. There was nothing on the line. I mean, it was a fair victory. It was all well and good. I think he beat him relatively quickly as well. And I guess Dean Ambrose was not happy with that, and he is not taken well to being beaten. And being beaten in the fashion that he was, I guess. So he's been turning up outside to Rob Van Dam's matches. He's just been causing a little bit of trouble for Rob Van Dam. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them something real to fight for. They've got one-on-one matchup, Money in the Bank qualifier. Which one of these guys will be in that ladder match and join Bobby Roode for the opportunity to represent represent Smackdown. Represent Smackdown at Money in the Bank. Of course, they'll be fighting for their own goodness, but they'll still be representing SmackDown Live one way or another. Of course, Rob Van Dam had himself a Money in the Bank qualifier last week, but it just ended in controversial terms, and we wasn't going to let it happen like that. So we're giving him another shot. Again, in terms of Baron Corbin, I mean, he was meant to have a match tonight, and it didn't go well for him either, so he's making enemies left, right, and center. But, well, Samoa Joe is making enemies left, right, and center. But Baron Corbin will also get his chance. Probably next week we'll give him an opportunity. We'll see how that one plays out. We have an opportunity right here to grab the second Money in the Bank qualifier. Let's see what's up. I mean, Dean Ambrose is, I mean, again, this is all stemmed from him losing to Rob Van Dam, so I don't think he'll want to lose to Rob Van Dam again, and I don't think if he does, he will react very well. Especially not with something real on the line. Dean Ambrose never really taken off in this series. He was our first Intercontinental Champion, but didn't hold the belt for too long and kind of just fell off since then. Been bouncing around between WCW and Impact Wrestling. He spent time on both shows. So, I mean, yeah. Rob Van Dam not breaking cleanly. I mean, he's obviously not happy with Dean Ambrose showing his face and just really not letting Rob Van Dam move on with his career, I guess. Dean Ambrose just popping up everywhere Rob Van Dam seems to be. Dean Ambrose will kick. You can't kick somebody with those. We might have to ban that. You can't kick somebody with them boots on, bro. With them shoes. Them pointy ass loafers. Are you wrestling in jeans, a tank top, a dirty ass tank top for one, jeans and loafers? You think you're goddamn Luke Harper? They should just be a team out here. And Mick Foley. Rob Van Dam is taking it to Dean Ambrose so far though. Dean, you're gonna have to step your game up. You're gonna have to step your game up. Sending him off the rope. And a drop kick from Rob Van Dam to the face of Dean Ambrose. Taking him down right there. Knee to the face. Dean Ambrose ate that one. Ooh. Beautiful move from Rob Van Dam. Heel kick to the face. They actually got the timing right there. Whoa! What a little... I just remembered he brought the original Cannonball. Dean Ambrose is the original developer of the Cannonball. I said Dean Ambrose. Rob Van Dam said it's the original. But they can actually... They got the timing right for his taunt, but they can't do it for his entrance. That doesn't make any sense. DDT right there from Dean. He turns the tide in this matchup. Up next is the main event of the evening. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Best of 5 series kicks off today. One thing I forgot, one thing I didn't mention about this series is we are going to have a different kind of match for each matchup. We're going to start off with a one-on-one, a regular one-on-one matchup though, but we're going to see special rules for each matchup that they face off against. I mean, we gotta make it big. It's a big meeting. Chris Jericho facing off against AJ Styles. We're gonna make it as big as possible. It's Dean Ambrose wrenching on the neck of Rob Van Dam right here, throwing a right hand and a second right hand to the face of Dean Ambrose. Rob Van Dam sending Ambrose into the corner now. What's he going for? Already! He's gonna go for the split-legged moonsault! Off of the top rope. Split-legged moonsault connects and he hooks the leg too. And a kick out from Dean Ambrose right there. Rob Van Dam has been wasting no time going up, pundit. Top shelf. 5-star frog splash hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up. I thought he was gonna get swept aside again. I thought Dean Ambrose was gonna get swept aside again. Too easy for your boy. Dean going up. Rob Van Dam, sorry, going up on the rope again. I need to really start thinking before I speak. I'm just calling Rob Dean and Dean Rob and Seth So and Joe and Where and here and there in the streets y'all here. Rob Van Dam taking a second to reach out to the crowd though, throwing his arms up in the air, threatening to punch Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose rolls over and back to his feet. Dean needs to get himself in the game right now because he's eating a 5-star frog splash already. If he wants to get to the Money in the Bank match, he's going to need to turn this around. But Rob Van Dam is in complete control right now. When you're able to pull off moves like that, you know you've got your opponent really worn out. Rob Van Dam snake eyes to Dean Ambrose. Dean falls down to that same position again and followed up by another cannonball. Rob Van Dam's all going right now. He seems to have the upper hand on Rob Van Dam for real. 1, 2. We had a finish by a neck breaker, and now we got finished by the cannonball. At least the neck breaker was his finisher though. The cannonball. Dean, I think it's time to let Rob move on, bro. I think it's time. You had your chance to qualify for the Money in the Bank. Rob Van Dam is heading into the Money in the Bank match, joining Bobby Roode, and we are going to see some real action in that match right now. You know, you put Rob Van Dam around some ladders and weapons, and it really starts to kick off. Rob Van Dam will have his opportunity to get that briefcase and go move on to a WWE Championship matchup. I'm speaking of WWE Championship. We've got to move on now to the big one, the main event of the evening. Again, championship not on the line. AJ Styles and Chris Jericho embark on their best of 5 journey tonight. It's time for the big one, folks. It's time for the big one. Chris Jericho facing off against AJ Styles. We're going to get this series off and running the right way. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to have a different match for each time these guys go head to head. It could only be 3 matches. Someone could sweep the series. AJ could beat Jericho 3 times in a row. Jericho could beat AJ 3 times in a row. It could end up 3-1, 3-2. So many outcomes. But what we know for sure is we're going to get some great matches between the two. Chris Jericho, AJ Styles. This one's just a regular one-on-one. We're moving on forward. We're going to have some real different types of matches. You might see some steel cage matches. You might see Hell in a Cell matches. You can see anything. Chris Jericho, former world heavyweight champion over around there on WCW. Like I said, I can't speak highly enough of what Chris Jericho done during his time there. Even while he was there, I ain't biased. I ain't, hey, you can ask him, you can talk to him. While he was there, he was one of the few superstars who I gave real credit to during his time there. He held that championship down. He guarded it with his life. He fought for his life. He beat some of the best guys that roster had to offer. And was a true champion over there. But of course, I mean, he was done a little bit dirty at WrestleMania losing his belt, and then we had to snatch him up. We had to snap up Jericho, man. Like I say, he's one of the best wrestlers we have. Definitely had one of the best years in Season 1. But I mean, after a rough start in Season 1, so did AJ Styles. Speaking of Chris Jericho, he did have a rough start to Season 1 as well, but ended it so strongly. Same goes for AJ Styles. Won the belt at the Elimination Chamber and has just gone from strength to strength since. AJ Styles, your WWE champion. He's looking to stay that way. I mean, it's an interesting concept that he could lose this match. He could lose 2 times to Chris Jericho and still be champion. But like I said, the rules, I mean, you gotta lose all 3. If he loses tonight, he's still the champion. Belt does not switch hands until someone wins all 3 matches in this best of 5 series. So, well, I say until someone wins. Chris Jericho has to win for the belt to switch hands. Of course, AJ Styles ain't gonna win and the belt switch hands. You're WWE champion. I mean, this really is a big confrontation. These guys, I was gonna wait until Money in the Bank, but they really wanted to do it tonight. They was not ready to wait. So I said, you know what? It just makes sense. Best of 5. We'll let these guys go at it time and time again, and they will have a match at Money in the Bank either way, unless it ends up 3-0. But I really don't see that happening. These guys are 2 elites in the business, and I could see them both getting the upper hand on each other a couple times at least. But the bell goes, and instantly they lock up inside the middle of the ring. Chris Jericho working on AJ Styles, winning this chain wrestling event to begin with. There we go. The first encounter goes Chris Jericho's way. They lock up one more time. There we go. AJ Styles has Jericho up against the rope, showing his strength. Referee gets in the middle of them. And AJ Styles, with what is not a clean break. AJ Styles out there saying, hell no. And a quick suplex from Chris Jericho puts AJ Styles down, and he gets his feet up, kicks out. AJ Styles fighting back now, getting that hand up. Oh, it's a guri from the champion. Chris Jericho thought he had him for a second. I thought he had him. AJ Styles said, nah, son. Action outside. Oh! Oh my god, I thought AJ was going to take him outside with that suplex. That would have been real dangerous to Chris Jericho. Would have been real dangerous. AJ Styles with a jaw. Oh! My god, these guys are just countering each other for fun right now. Chris Jericho going for a power bomb on the champ. Absolutely planting him down onto the canvas. These guys really just going back and forth right now so far. Chris Jericho again having AJ Styles in a precarious position and just dropping him on his back. And Jericho with the senton now, getting a little bit of momentum coming off of the rope while AJ Styles rolls over and AJ Styles getting out of the ring right on time. While Chris Jericho was feeling his elbow. Looks like he hurt himself just a little bit. Could that affect his performance, or will he be able to just brush it off as he brushes himself right into a DDT from the champ? These guys, you could tell they have studied each other. Jericho did mention AJ Styles way back in Season 1, saying that he wanted a shot at AJ Styles. They said he respected him. So, I mean, you could see Chris Jericho may have been studying AJ Styles for a while. And AJ Styles, I mean, with what Chris Jericho was doing in WCW, he had to have been studying in one way or another. Of course, he had his own opponents to focus on, but you gotta be watching Chris Jericho while he was doing what he was doing. So, I mean, these guys might know each other's movesets pretty well, and it's showing. It really is showing. I mean, a huge, huge win for whoever gets it tonight in match 1. I mean, Chris Jericho beats AJ Styles. He's the first person to really do so in a match that really counts in a long time. And if AJ Styles beats Chris Jericho, he kind of shows him that he is really as good as he says he is. Which he did. He did say last week. He said, I'm as good as I claim to be. And that is a big thing if he could come out here and show it tonight. Mental game is massive in matchups like this. Look at them just countering each other. No one really able to gain the huge momentum. It's because Jericho again going for that little suplex. I think Chris Jericho's been able to get the biggest moves off so far and do the most damage, but AJ Styles has been the most nimble and able to get in these quick shots like the Enjiguris and the quick counters. AJ Styles going for Chris Jericho's neck, planting him down with that neck breaker, and AJ Styles heading out to the apron. We already, we thought he was gonna go. I thought he was gonna go for that phenomenal forearm, but Chris Jericho got himself up right in time. AJ Styles was looking for that phenomenal forearm, but he saw Jericho rolling over and moving, getting back to his feet, and he said, "No, a little bit too early for that." AJ Styles lifting Jericho up to his feet again, putting him up against the ropes. What's he going for? What's he going for? No, this is not a no disqualifications match, guys. This is a regular one-on-one to kick the series off, and AJ Styles, oh my goodness, absolutely planting Jericho down, and Jericho didn't even really sell it like that. Wow, that's 2 big hits now. Chris Jericho is taken out on some very unforgiving surfaces. Inverted DDT onto the hard concrete outside. And that DDT, oh my god, I don't know. He might be concussed. He might just be concussed, ladies and gentlemen. Huge moment in the match right there. That is not a move you could take lightly when something like that happens. It's just not. Jericho now beating his chest. Beating his chest. Referee. These guys really going at it, and I don't know what kind of referees are, but he must be somewhat close to 10. Chris Jericho tried to get himself somewhat of a cheap victory, but AJ Styles follows right in behind. I don't think Chris Jericho really cares how he gets the victory in today's match.
This superstar is so happy.
He just wants to walk out with a W. Chris Jericho is a champion. He just wants to hold that WWE Championship. That's all he wants. That is all he cares about.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
These guys going back and forth with it. Big forearm breaking the hold from AJ Styles. Chris Jericho with a Northern Lights suplex and the cover. Quick kick out from AJ Styles though. Not even giving him the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't think of the word. Not giving him the pride, I guess, of getting even a 2 count. Chris Jericho with a snap man. And now he's just working on AJ Styles, really slowing it down now. Really slowing it down. Methodical. I mean, these guys don't want to go do they want to go really all out in each match? I mean, they've got a lot of matches to work on before they get the championship shot. You want to be able to get a win whilst putting in as little work as possible in a series like this. Chris Jericho right to the back of AJ Styles though. Jericho taking down Styles and going for the cover. 1. And again, AJ Styles not giving him the satisfaction of getting a 2 count. Trying to show Jericho, hey look, I'm still fresh, I can still go. Knee to the lower back of AJ Styles. And again another stop. Choking him out.
It's not cheating if you don't get caught. I mean, they just
referee, man, my man said it's not cheating if you don't get caught. It ain't cheating, we ain't got no rules around here. AJ Styles reverse it. Getting Chris Jericho up on his shoulders, maybe going for that neck breaker again, and Chris Jericho slips off the back and says, "Nah, B, not today." And Chris Jericho going for that lion soul, a move that AJ Styles has been pulling out, but Chris Jericho says, "I'm gonna show you how to do it for real." 1, 2, on kick out. AJ Styles manages to get the shoulder up, and Chris Jericho looks the ref in the eyes and says, "Are you sure?"
not where he wants to be right now.
Chris Jericho continuing to put a little bit of pressure on. Drop kick to the face. We've seen both of these guys get a little worked up, but none of them been able to get their finisher off. Chris Jericho can do it. It's an interesting situation to be in. Because you know what? That Wwe Jericho, it's something real serious that you don't want to get caught in. And Chris Jericho is lining it up right now. And AJ Styles DDT. Chris Jericho was really looking for that. Jericho getting in the way. AJ Styles lifting up Jericho with a knee to the top of the head from Chris Jericho. He goes again, dropping AJ Styles right up on that back. Chris Jericho started this match real well. In this match, completely in this match. Chris Jericho catapulting himself into the ring with the top atomic cold and going for the pin. 1, 2, and again AJ Styles is able to get his shoulders up. But Chris Jericho really starting to take control of this match now, starting to wear down the champion. Oh, I think I'm sensing curse of the commentator as AJ Styles gets Chris Jericho where he wants him, and he looks like he was going for that Styles Clash. But switch it up, and AJ Styles gets a neck breaker. Chris Jericho again on a roll, and the elbow drops onto the forehead of AJ Styles. The champion is busted open. He is leaking blood now. Chris Jericho is set out powerbomb. He is really controlling the champ now. Because the commentator strikes again, but Chris Jericho again just a little bit too quick for AJ Styles, and AJ Styles fighting back. Jericho reverses. Now it looks like he's looking for a suplex. AJ Styles reverses that one. Gets a suplex to go. Gets the stomp on Jericho. Jericho just completely throwing AJ Styles out the way. Fights back. Forearm smash. Jericho reverses. AJ Styles reverses, sorry. He's going for that suplex, and Jericho says, "Nah, B." How many times has Jericho said "nah, B" in this match? And again, another suplex from Jericho. You can see this is taking it out of him. This is exactly the opposite of what I said. I said you want to get it done without losing too much energy. And Jericho again, Lion Salt connects. Is he going to go for the cover again? He's not. I think Jericho's getting ready to really put this match away. Maybe not. Crowd chanting, Jericho sucks. I don't think he cares. As he's looking to put AJ Styles away. Is Chris Jericho going to beat AJ Styles in match number 1? He's got him in the walls of Jericho, and this move really is deadly. It's locked in. This might just be it. Walls of Jericho and AJ Styles taps. Chris Jericho has beat your WWE champion in match number 1. Huge. Chris Jericho is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. He is not a joke. What a match these two men put on in this one. After Jericho's head being planted into the canvas right there, still able to come out with a win. Jericho really did look strong. That is a massive, massive victory for Jericho. That shows just how good this man is, and it shows just how big this series is going to be. Just how much of a real threat Jericho is to taking AJ Styles' championship away from him. Wow, that is it for Smackdown Live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you join us next week, because we're going to see this match for a second time in this Best of 5 series. Look at him dancing on him. Jericho beats AJ Styles. Make sure you check out NXT. Make sure you check out Impact Wrestling, our pay-per-views, Clash of Champions, and War Games. Thank you for all the support you've been showing. They're both doing pretty well on the channels. Make sure you join us next week. Check out NXT from yesterday if you didn't watch it. Make sure you return for our shows next week and Impact Wrestling in a couple days. Peace.